I'm currently walking in the bowels of Wat Arun. This has been a long time goal of mine and I finally achieved it. It's a temple that they said I've been to before, but walking around, I have never been here. I mean, I'm pretty familiar with the temples that I've gone to, and this is not one of them. I just came to the second entrance. I came via boat, and this was not the first thing I did today. It's about noon right now. I would say the first thing I did was I went to the Siam Paragon early this morning with Lynn and my mom. Unfortunately, we went so early that it still wasn't open. So we ended up just walking around there waiting, and finally it opened at 10 o'clock. And then at 10 we walked around. Lynn saw it and was like, she wasn't interested. Reminded her of Nordstrom's. And she said, hey, you know, instead of doing this, why don't we just bounce? And I was like, hey, I want to eat McDonald's if possible. We went in, and of course, unfortunately, it was too early. They weren't selling any of their breakfast or any of the non-breakfast items yet, with the exception of the pineapple and corn pie and a samurai burger. The coolest thing about the samurai burger is that's the burger I wanted to eat, so that's the burger I was able to get. That being said, we also got a couple of the corn pies and a couple of the pineapple pies. Had a great little breakfast there before making our way over to, I came to Wat Arun, Lynn and Mom went to ICONSIAM. And so now it's just a little bit more about walking around here before meeting up with Mom and Lynn at ICONSIAM for lunch, and then going to maybe Yawarat, and then kind of finishing off early today so that we could pack everything up and get to the airport early. They won't let me check in online, at least not yet. I'll check in a moment here again, but ANA is written to me that I have to check in at the airport, so it is what it is. Anyhow, I will come back in a moment here. Let's see what else is going on and check a little bit more of the temple out. Cool. Alright, so I have left Wat Arun, finished up a very busy day here at ICONSIAM. We just had lunch at a place called Sap Iri, and we're now on the way back to the car. Earlier, I went back to the Starbucks that was on the top floor here, and they had a BLACKPINK pop-up store exhibition, which I was able to go grab a pin from and see the exhibition for free. So the pop-up exhibition had Pink Venom on repeat in the background, and then they had a bunch of unique items to the BLACKPINK members. For example, they had a place where there was Jisoo's Geomon instrument, and they had Rose's guitar from the music videos that they used them in, and they also had their outfits from various music videos as well as concerts. The one that stood out were the ones that they wore to Coachella, and then Kill This Love was also really cool, I believe it was. But yeah, they had a ton of memorabilia, I guess you could call it, at this pop-up exhibition. And the entry fee was just to purchase an item from their merch shop, which I was trying to get a replacement for the keychain that I lost, but I think I'm gonna have to do that in the States. Kind of sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. They did have a cool BLACKPINK pin that I was able to buy though, and that being said, I picked that up and then was able to get into the exposition for free. And so, what else? Oh, the exhibition also started with like this cool music video area where you could actually like film your own type of music video. Some girls were doing it while I was there. And then the walkthrough has a bunch of walls playing Pink Venom over and over again. I think it was, there was like music videos going on. And then I was finally able to get like to an area that was just, there weren't that many people there, but there were enough to where wherever you're taking photos, there was always someone in your background. So there was enough to be problematic, so to say. And then finishing up with that, that's then when I went down to go get lunch with Mom, Lynn, and my cousin. So overall, really good. I don't know what we're about to do next. Mom wants to go get a massage because her back's hurting, and we have a long flight ahead of us. ANA is not allowing us to check in early, or online, so we're gonna have to go do it at the airport. We still have to pack, and yes, it's there's a lot that we still have to do, and I don't know what we're gonna do first. If possible, I would like to hit up Chinatown, but that seems to be some more of a pipe dream right now than a reality. Also, I will note that today has been the first time that I've been traveling quite a bit by boat. That was something kind of different. I'm not used to traveling by boat all that often here in Thailand, but yeah, it's actually quick and easy, and aside from the people, as in the other tourists that you have to deal with, it's fairly nice. So yeah, we'll go ahead and check back in a moment here and see what's going to happen. All right, welcome back. I am walking in Chinatown, and it's pretty crazy. This is the hustle and bustle of old school Thailand, and if you're not careful, you're gonna get hit by a motorcycle. Like, they're just all over the place. Unfortunately, at this time, most things are actually closing up. Case in point. But you can really buy whatever you want while you're here. It's super inexpensive. And I'm quickly walking towards a temple that's here in Chinatown. At least I'm trying to. Yeah, Google Maps is not working too well in this area, but I understand why. It's a lot of these crazy alleys with just all these tiny, tiny little areas where you're walking. And I don't know if there's like an alleyway that I could turn into, or if it's a street that I missed. The area is very hustle and bustle. That being said though, it's actually kind of cool. It's a very different look to Bangkok. It actually has like a old school retro feel to it. And maybe, just maybe, that's what it's supposed to look like. I read somewhere that Chinatown in Bangkok is supposed to feel like a 90s Thailand, so, oh, found it. I don't think this is the way I was supposed to come, but we've made it to the Wat Triamit. I think that's how you say it. It's the quote-unquote jewel of Chinatown. So we're probably gonna walk around here a little bit. I'll check in a moment, but I know my cousin's actually waiting for us, so I can't stay here all too long. Anyhow, back in a moment. Alright, so this is going to be a bit sudden. I'm currently in Tokyo. We're at Haneda. Mom's feeling really bad after that flight. I do understand that we were just standing in the middle of, what, Icon, I think? And the thing is after we went to ICONSIAM, we then went to my cousin's house. Which at my cousin's house, we then went and packed. It was actually a rush. Oh, I apologize. No, we went to Chinatown. So the last place we were at was at Chinatown. And then we were packing in a rush, like a huge rush. And we were getting to the airport late. And then beyond that, there was a whole kind of fiasco because I couldn't check in online and had to do it at the actual what do you call it, terminal, and at the airport. And because of that, there was a huge wait, and the flight and everything was fine. It was really comfy, it was really fast. But the now that we're here at the airport, we landed at about 5 a.m. It's now about 8. And yeah, it's been a minute. And this whole area has been, or this whole time has been really stressful for Mom. So she's actually not doing so well right now. Her back is really hurting. She has a headache because she wasn't really able to sleep. But we're gonna take a quick nap here at Honeyduck for about 2 hours. So from 8 to say about 10 a.m. And then we're gonna just go ahead and leave and go see some of Tokyo after that, hopefully. So we'll see what happens. Anyhow, I'm gonna end today's vlog here because today is actually the next morning. So I think that'll be kind of cool to just end it today and then do a Tokyo vlog. So I'm gonna sign out and say see you in the next video.